expensive beans, but I like the bland. Like baked tofu, like we're doing, extra firm or firm is the best. So it makes it the crispiest. The first time I ever tried to be vegetarian was in like 7th grade. And I just really liked animals. And I kind of wanted to be like quirky and different.
So when it comes like packaged and everything, it's, I don't know if it's water around it or whatever, but you have to like squeeze it out. And I take the fast route and push it, or like squish it to press it, but you can like leave it sit with something heavy on top and some napkins, and it'll drain the water that way.
I'm stacking all the heavy things I can find in the house to press all the water out of the tofu, so when we bake it, it'll get extra crispy.
Like the main driving factor of why I wanted to be vegetarian, or like I consider it plant-based vegetarian, of any of those such, but predominantly the health values, or like the health reasons, because my dad and my grandpa both have high cholesterol and like heart problems, so I wanted to curb that as much as I can now to not have to be on like cholesterol lowering medication as soon as my 20s or 30s. I still eat seafood in my diet, and I think it's because there's a lot of health things and nutrients that you can get from seafood that I don't get in my plant-based diet.
Growing up, I was really grossed out at eating like meat on the bone, like chicken wings, just because like you can see all of the tendons and like the bones and like cartilage, and like you can like feel, you can like see that in your wrist and you can like feel it, and it just made me like too conscious that this was like something that moved around like I did, and made me feel like I didn't want to eat it anymore.
Personally, if I were to just incorporate some and have meat sometimes, I'd feel more inclined to just go back to eating meat. So just the fact of cutting it out completely from my diet, with the exception of seafood, was like the better move for me.
I'm gonna add the secret ingredient to making the crispiest tofu ever, and it's cornstarch. I took 2 years of culinary arts classes in high school. So I've cooked meat. In the class I wouldn't eat it, and all the kids were like, haha, she's vegetarian. But I know how to cook like chicken, steak, and pork.
Hopefully get a little bit of sauce to drizzle over. And here is my General Tso's tofu with shrimp fried rice.
It's super easy to just like, I just used the vegetables that I had. You can put anything in there. I like green ones. Could have asparagus in there. And it's done.